So, a few months ago, I was looking for something new to watch. All the good anime that came out at the start of the year had run dry, and I was left scavenging through the scraps in order to find anything to please my palate. I started watching Steins Gate, but after going through about 15 episodes of just character development in slow motion, it kind of made me lose interest in the series. That's when, out of the cesspool of garbage, I stumbled upon something that seemed to have a bit of hype behind it. Something by the name of and I gotta say, this is some grade A, top of the line, one of a kind trash. Even at the start of the show, it's so bafflingly weird that I just don't understand the art direction here. Like, look at these two people. Okay, look at this. Who do you think is older here? Well, by the power of anime Grayskull, they're the same fucking age. It is fucking so weird. I know somebody's gonna be like, oh, they're not actually the same age, then why are they in the same fucking school? Why are they classmates? Why do you got some high schooler hanging out with a 12-year-old? Okay, so shut up. It's so weird. Every time they cut back to the school and you see this preschooler sitting together with the big kids. Hell, this guy doesn't even look like he's ready to come out of the fucking womb. He needs another 5 months. Now, there was an adaptation that came out prior to this one in 2001, which explains why everyone might look so weird. It was probably based off of a manga that some guy drew that wanted to be like an adventure for kids. Kind of like Ghost's Pokemon Adventure, ripping off both Pokemon and Yokai Watch at the exact same time. Well, probably just Pokemon, since I believe this show came out before Yokai Watch got a foot in the door, but that's just semantics at this point. I thought this was just a kids show going in, but then they came out with something like this. And yes, I'm keeping this blurred because that is literally some ghost's giant balls crushing that child. Then I thought, well, okay, maybe it's still allowed in Japan because they seem to be less shameful, when it comes to nudity in the human body. I mean, they have bathhouses, for God's sakes. They are seeing each other's pee-pees in there. Then they throw one of these at you, and I'm just sitting there thinking like, okay, who's this show meant for? I know it wasn't made for kids because they just fucking murdered a bitch so hard that her spirit was burned into nothingness. She can't even go to heaven or hell. She's fucking deleted. They pressed the delete key on her ass. So, I came with a conclusion. This is Japanese Karate Kid. They take something that everybody watched when they were younger, adapted it again for an older audience, and just simply profited off the nostalgia. Now, I have no idea how different the 2021 adaptation is compared to the manga or the 2001 series, so my conclusion might just be wrong. It could have been all over the place from the very beginning. Who's fucking knows? I'm not watching the 2001 release. I'm too fucking lazy to do that shit. Now, I know I've been bashing on this show for its poor character design, its poor tone, its poor focus on who the show is supposed to be appealing towards, but I do have some positives to say, and that will come after I'm done shitting all over it. So buckle up, baby, we ain't even done yet! There is this character in the series that joins the band of allies to become the Shaman King, or at least help the main character become the Shaman King. I'm not really sure. He's supposed to be, I'm assuming, the same age as the other characters in the group. The only reason I think he is the same age is because he looks like he would fit into the same school that one Mini-Me character went to. Honestly, give me 1 minute, I'm gonna look it up. 1 second. oh no, he's 17. And it says that the other characters are 13 or 14. Oh no, that's even worse. Throughout the series, he keeps saying some sus stuff about the females around him. Too bad they're all 13 years old. Like he's hitting on, he's like, oh my baby. Oh no, my baby's leaving. It's like, oh my god. Oh, this man's trying to speed run a jail sentence, I guess. Even when this new guy character joins the gang and it turns out he's not a girl, he still says some shady shit that like he's trying to catch them from behind and give them the old Weinstein reach around. It just makes me feel a little weird. I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't sit with me very well whenever I see this guy. And it looks like it's supposed to be a kid's show, and you have this guy that's doing some sus ass shit, man, about to get evacuated, you know, about to be shot out the airlock. Holy shit, he's so sus. Anywho, I'm not gonna go over this too much, but the animation quality, it looks like they literally ripped this from the original Pokemon series. Like, it's not that great at all. It honestly reminds me of a weekday mornings whenever you would get up and watch a cartoon before heading to school. Some scenes are serviceable, and some scenes are downright okay. But none have yet to reach the pinnacle of the series that makes you say, hey, that scene's kinda good. I'm gonna look it up on YouTube to watch it again just because of how awesome it was. None of that shit. What else do we have here? Alright, I believe that was... No, there's one more? Oh no. Oh god, no. The prophecies were true. There's no escape. When it peered into the shit-stained abyss, he peered back. This character right here, the worst thing in the entire series. Please send help. He's watching me. Thank God it gets less screen time as the season goes on. He's everybody's favorite character type. Terrified all the time, a coward, whiny, a crybaby, a little bitch. He's just so annoying that him merely standing in the scene somehow makes it 10 times worse. He was so bad that they basically wrote him out of the show for several episodes before bringing him back with 1/10 of the screen time. That's how garbage he was. Well, now that I've said my piece and the dislike bar has extended itself beyond the like bar, let's go over some of the positives. Like I said before, the show really reminds me of the anime I used to watch in the morning during the god tier run of Toonami. It's not crazy good series by any means, but I do feel a bit of nostalgia even though I've never seen the series before, just because of the art style and such. Another good thing about it is that the villain, they have a character named Hao in the series that is a twin of the protagonist, and he's supposed to be the big bad guy of the show. He gives off some major Dio vibes when it comes to foreshadowing and how threatening he appears to be. He's also almost always killing people in flashbacks. So you know, that's pretty menacing. But at the same time, when we see him in the present, he has a crew of people he hangs out with, and even a child he seemingly saved. You can tell there's an underlying reason why he is doing what he is doing in the show, and I can appreciate that. There was also a few flashbacks being like, oh, there's a reason that he's committing mass genocide on this group of people in the past and stuff. It better be a good reason or all this build-up's gonna be pretty bad. Some of the concepts are cool too. For example, the whole concept of the show is using the dead to help people fight. So what they did for the series is that they collected all the spirit-related ideas and things that are found in religion and such, and put them together into one package. So to list a few, they have a Mexican that uses objects corresponding with the Day of the Dead to fight for him. They have necromancy, they have Egyptian relics, they even have Native Americans residing over the entire tournament, which is pretty cool to see. I do think they could improve a lot of things, but overall it's not that offensive of a show, and it is a good way to just vibe out if you have nothing better to do. I wouldn't recommend binging it because it'll probably get boring over time, but overall, I'd give the show a 5 out of 10. It's got a lot of problems during the first half of the series, But as it gets towards the actual tournament arc, it starts picking up again and being an actually pleasant show to watch. And right before I go, I do have to say that the desert part, with them trying to find where the tournament was located, it gave me some major JoJo vibes. Probably just because it's a group of people looking for something. But looking back on it, it gave me probably more JoJo vibes thinking about it than it actually did watching it. Anywho, thank you guys for watching, guys and gals, my Poggy Woggy champs. Oh wait, this is the wrong channel. Oh well. Thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment down below if you actually think this is as dookie as I do. Johnny.